Let the record reflect, this is a meeting of the LaPorte County Alcoholic Beverage Board on the second day of January, the year 2020 at 10 a.m. The members of board, and we'll get to that later. Are there any remonstrators here? A remonstrator would be somebody that wants to speak against a bar or location, restaurant. No remonstrators, okay? Will all the people, and this amounts to any of you that are going to come up here, all the persons here that are going to be coming before the board, if you'll stand and be sworn in, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm under the penalties of perjury that the answers that you gave on your application or any testimony you give to any questions asked by the board will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, be seated, please. Okay, we'll start out with board number 2. And if you'll introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm member of board number 2. I'm Ron Schaefer, LaPorte City.
John Stimley, LaPorte County.
John McDaniel, LaPorte County.
And Michelle Trevor, State Excise Police.
Okay, thank you. And we have 2 automatic renewals on board 2. One is DL 4630062, LaPorte Pantry. And the other one is RR 4632132. And it's Guinevere LLC in LaPorte. And they are automatic renewals.
No violations that I'm aware of.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Thank you. And we need a motion to approve the minutes from the December meeting.
So moved.
Okay, motion made and seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much, and that concludes board number 2.
Now board number 1 will start, and where you were sworn in still is in effect. Board number 1 is myself, Barry Nostein from Michigan City.
John Stimley, LaPorte County.
John McDaniel, LaPorte County.
And Michelle Trevor, State Excise Police.
Okay, we're going to start out with the general, a Dollar General store located in Rolling Prairie, Indiana.
Good morning.
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 Scott Bedwell. I'm a consultant with the law firm Bose, McKinney & Evans. I'm also a retired Indiana State Excise Police officer.
Sounds good to us.
I'm here today on a new permit in Rolling Prairie for an unincorporated Type 116 beer and wine grocery permit.
Okay. Is this a new store altogether?
Yes.
Okay, just located right in the town area? No?
No, it's at 4243 North, 450 East.
Okay.
It's between Jenny Ray's and Family Express on the south side
Oh, okay.
of
All
the
right.
highway. Yep.
Okay, does anybody have any questions they'd like to ask this gentleman?
Oh, yeah. Orange sign was posted. I got your email with the affidavit. I did do the final inspection there last week. I really don't have any questions. Do they have cold wine or is it just warm? She said they only have like a 4-foot section, and she said, I think we're just gonna have warm. She's like, because we don't even have a big section.
No, I think they'll have,
They do have
chilled wine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, she wasn't sure, and several of the stores,
Yeah.
I guess it's always new to the managers,
Right.
and they don't always know, so, okay, I was just curious. I don't have any questions really. Dollar General has a pretty good track record as far as checking IDs and things like that,
Does
so.
anybody else have any questions?
No, I don't.
Question, concern? All right, I'll ask for a motion then.
So moved.
Okay. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried.
Sorry, drove all this way for that.
Now you can stay awake while you're on your trip back.
That's right. Good to see you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Scott.
Okay, next we'll do automatic renewals. We have El Bracio's, is that pronounced right?
El Bracero?
Bracero, okay. And White House Saloon,
Wait, horse?
located I'm sorry, I should have my reading glasses on. Okay, the White Horse Saloon located at 505 Water Street in Union Mills. And then we have P&E, which is located at 1720 Michigan City. Do I have any questions on any of those or a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Next, we have a hearing on the Satellite Inn. Anybody here from the Satellite Inn? No one here from the Satellite Inn. All right.
I talked to them on the phone.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's take this next one, and maybe they might be late.
Yeah.
Anyone here from the Hacienda Mexican Restaurant in Michigan City, step forward, please. Be seated and state your name.
My name is Andy Hickel. I'm the Director of Operations for Hacienda.
Okay.
And my name is Cheryl Tarsa, and I'm the General Manager of the Michigan City Hacienda.
Okay, all right. So how many do you cover?
7.
7. Okay. We'll hear what the hearing is all about in 1 second.
Okay, I'm sorry, what's your name again?
Cheryl Tarsa,
How do you spell your last name?
Tarsa.
Thank you. Okay. All right, so you had a violation in February of last year, was an alcohol compliance check. This would have been the second alcohol compliance check failure within about 6 months, because there was one prior in August of 18. How long have you been store manager?
The General Manager since June.
Of 19?
Yes, sorry.
Okay. Same manager in August of 18 as February of 19?
General Manager.
Or bar manager, or whoever's
I've
responsible.
been there for 25 years, so yeah, I mean, I've been a manager there, but now I've been promoted to the General Manager.
We do have a different general. She's the new General Manager. We had.
So, was it the same general manager in August of 18
No.
as February of 19?
No.
No.
February of 19, yes, it was Pat. From August,
Right. So it's 2 different managers.
yeah.
2 different managers. Okay, so then that becomes more concerning for me. So I guess explain what is going on at the restaurant, that there's 2 alcohol failures in a 6-month time frame when it's a controlled environment with different managers running the place.
As far as the first one, it was no excuses. I mean, it was a busy mistake. The second one,
Wait, in what area was it in? The bar or
It was in
in
the bar.
Okay, no.
with that individual, we suspended him from serving for 90 days. We implemented a system on top of your training program that they need to complete. We've also implemented another system, another testing that they have to go through, which is very similar to yours.
Serve safe alcohol
It's
class.
serving safe alcohol. And
That's mandated amongst anyone that serves alcohol now. So that's, everybody there goes through the additional training as well.
the most recent violation was an individual where I think it was more of a hiring issue. Maybe he wasn't the correct person to be behind the bar. We terminated this employee.
How long had he been with the company?
6 months, if that.
And was he, did he have a background as a bartender?
No. Nick, she was freshly 21. It was getting a new face in there, I believe, and it didn't pay off. Usually we promote them into bartending from within the company, so you kind of learn the bars and how you work your way up. This one was from outside the company, and so it was a whole different type of change there a little bit.
He interviewed really well, had a military background. We thought that, he would be disciplined, so we took a chance on him.
The other issue, Was that at the bar itself,
Yes.
the bartender?
Yes.
Experienced?
No.
No, that's what he's saying. There, it was 21-year-old,
Yeah,
right?
No, I'm talking about the other
Oh.
issue now.
The
The
other,
first one?
he was,
Yeah.
he was a server for,
John was with us for,
Experience
yeah,
server.
since he was like 16, so he kind of grew up in the company, and his was, that was the first one. He was,
But was that at the bar also?
yes, sir.
yes,
And a bartender serving that individual?
yes.
Sir.
Well, you know, it's surprising. I know she's concerned, I'm concerned, because, you know, I've sat here for 12 years, and I don't think I've seen you folks, and all of a sudden we're seeing you twice. And that's not good, and especially with the reputation that your restaurant has.
Absolutely.
And so what have you done to alleviate the problem?
Well, carding is a topic at our restaurant on a daily basis. So every shift we have a pre-shift. So carding is talked about, and we role play it, we example it. So it's not a day that goes by that we're not discussing it of some sort. We've had numerous people come into the bar without IDs, and we escort them out politely into the dining room. So we have had people trying to come into the bar as well that were underage. So that's why you send them right out, and no IDs, they don't sit in the bar. So that's been the biggest
Were
topic.
these compliance checks? Both of them were?
Yeah, that's what concerns me. The first one was an alcohol compliance check. They paid a $500 fine. The second one was a compliance check. They paid a $750 fine. The compliance checks are cut and dry. The minors are 18, 19, 20. They don't look 25 by any means. These are controlled. They're escorted by an officer, so that the officer makes sure that the kid is not trying to sweet talk your bartender or lie or use fake ID or anything like that. We don't even allow them to carry ID. If your bartender says, "Do you have ID?" they're required to say, "No, I don't," because they don't. We don't have them with any identification. So what concerns me is if this 2 times that you're failing an alcohol compliance check where the person is required to tell the truth, they're not going to lie about their age, they're not going to say, present a fake ID or anything like that, then how many times are minors with fake IDs? Or that are, "Oh yeah, you know me, I'm in here all the time, but I forgot my ID today, I'm 22, they're sweet talking your bartenders and they're getting served." So if you're doing it and it's a controlled atmosphere, how many times is it happening we don't know about? That's what always concerns me with these. And, it's not like excise just happened to roll in that day and caught a minor in your bar.
I understand, and obviously we're very concerned as well, and we've made a focal point of every shift, monitoring, training, teaching, coaching, to ensure that this doesn't happen again. I know, recently after that, that we failed, we had an 80-year-old guest actually email in and be like, "Hey, I was escorted to the dining room because I didn't have my ID, and I was like, hey, unfortunately, this is the law, and this is, if you don't have an ID, we're going to be, it's 100% or nothing." So,
Wait a minute, you're saying that a person 80 years old didn't have an ID and he didn't get served?
we did not,
Not in the
making
bar.
sure that everybody has an ID regardless of age. We can't take this risk again. Our company depends on, this revenue. So, we take it very seriously.
What is your store policy now? Everybody gets carded?
Everybody is to
Yes.
be guarded,
Okay.
regardless of
Ordering alcohol in the dining
every
room,
9, doesn't matter.
in the
And
bar,
anyone sitting
you have
in
to
the
be,
bar.
to even
Yes.
come into the bar, you need to show ID.
Right.
Even if you're drinking a soda.
Right. The law for carryout requires somebody that looks under 40 to be asked for ID. That's not a restaurant requirement at this point, but it's a good age to go by. Because if somebody errs on the side of, "Oh, I understand you're probably 80 and you don't have your ID. If I messed up and you're only 69, you're still over 21.
Right.
Not breaking the law.
Correct.
So 40 is a good age, but when you tell people, 25, 28, that's not, because somebody could clearly be 20 and they look 28 or whatever. So.
Then you're not doing an overkill program, which it sounds like you're doing now.
Right.
Maybe, I mean,
And you and be honest with you, when the law first came out, everybody had to be carded, and restaurants and bars found out that they were, they were catching hell because that was going on now. So you have to decide whether or not you want to go through that and create problems with your customers that way.
right.
I mean, if you came and wouldn't sell me a beer, actually, if you carded me, I'd be happier than hell.
Come on in, 'cause
Bring that ID.
It's your business. You might want to rethink that.
okay.
80 years old and you're not going to give him a...
Yeah, that didn't go well, but, again, I mean,
And if
this is
that's your
serious.
store policy, that's your store policy. But yeah, whatever you have to do to make sure that your bartenders who, unless you got profit sharing or something, they're not invested. They're just getting a paycheck, so they don't really care as much as you guys do. So just whatever policy you need to implement to make sure your employees do their job, so be it. So.
As a matter of procedure, do they ring... Okay, a person comes in, orders a drink. Do they fix that drink and then ring it up there before they serve it? Do they ring it up before they serve it?
As a bartender, when the guest orders.
Yeah. I walk up to the bar and I say, I want a beer. Okay. Do you then
Ring it in.
ring it in and then bring the beer to me?
Yes, because you ring it in and then you make the beer.
Okay, on your register, do you have the program that has a place for you to put the age, that you've checked in the age?
It doesn't have to check it, but it does show the date, and then we have posters posted that say what year to make sure that it's checked by. So it has the current date, and then we have the posters saying by the state.
Okay, so you don't have a program where they have to put the date in?
On the computer, no.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Has excise been in since,
I do not know. I would assume yes, because it's been a year or almost a year. But I don't know. Maybe not. Our goal is to check every place once in a year, so it's February. I don't know. They could just be coming around again. I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know if they got back around yet or not.
Well, needless to say, we don't want to see you here again. I mean, 2 times in 6 months is not good. Especially for your reputation,
Absolutely.
And do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion,
I'll second.
For,
1 year.
okay.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
So basically, that just means as you guys know, you renew your alcohol permit every year. We're just kind of going to flag it on our system, make sure it comes on our paper next month or next year. Because as you know, 1 year you mail it in, you get it back in 3 weeks.
Right.
The next year you mail it in, it takes 3 months. So we're just going to say, hey, make sure this takes 3 months next year so we can review it. As long as you don't have any violations, it will go back on kind of the fast track.
Okay.
So.
Sounds good.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
No disrespect, but
Yes.
we'll see you
I'm old
anytime soon.
enough that I was in your first restaurant in Mishawaka when it was in the old brewery.
Oh, the 100%. That would be the
And
100%.
he was a young man back there when he started. Have a good day.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, let's see here, so,
Yeah, so nobody is here from Satellite, huh?
is anybody here from Satellite yet? Where are you here, ma'am? I'm sorry?
It's approved.
That was approved, that's an automatic renewal.
It was approved with the first board, okay? And you, sir, at the back?
You were automatic renewal also?
Yeah, you were an automatic renewal. Means everything was clear and you got it, you can open up this morning if you want. Okay, all right. Thank you, sir. Is there any other business before us other than the minutes?
So we'll have to continue satellite to next month.
Okay. And like you said, you'd contacted them, they said they'd be here.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, I like that
interesting.
contact. All right. Yep, so we'll continue that till February meeting. And then I'll make a motion that we approve the December minutes as written.
I'll make a motion that we approve them.
I did.
Oh,
You did. I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried. Thank you, folks. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So be it. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We are closed.